Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pendragon. This is episode 33, where this is part two of year 499. Friends, enemies, lovers, rivals. Pendragon is our shared little, I don't know, like goblinoid homunculus of Arthuriana fantasy. It's grotesque but adorable, and by no means the real thing. Yet, nevertheless, we love it and it's ours. I'm Eric. I'm your game master, your MC, playing everything else. Colin, how are you doing?
Good. I think I need a shower. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim.
Every day. Yeah, it is a homunculus, and that's fine. You know, it wouldn't be an RPG if it wasn't horrifically mangling the cultural milieu in which it comes from. So, you know.
Its lover is a gargoyle on the cathedrals of our imagination.
Yes.
All right. So today's poem comes from War and Peace by Edgell Rickword. It is a World War One poem. Just a quick aside, I love World War One poetry. And this poem is kind of exactly why I do. And it's and this is just the first stanza of it. In sodden trenches, I've heard men speak, through numb and wretched, wise and witty things, and love them for the stubbornness that clings, longest to laughter when death's pulleys creak. And to me, that's why I love it, because like war, especially World War One, is just one of the most miserable experiences, and yet people still find some sort of humanity and joy and have to write poems. Like in literally like the worst experience of your lives, you're like compelled to still express yourself. And I think there's that sort of audaciousness in the face of absolute misery and literal. I mean, it's the closest I think I can think of to hell, where you're literally surrounded by your dead bodies that are just piled into the walls with nothing but just hours of explosions going around you and rats just scurrying everywhere, and you're literally wet and covered in mud. That you still find time shivering over some light to write down a poem. I think that's very powerful. Yeah, so I wanted to share, because this is going to be a pretty conflict heavy session today. So I like putting my own thoughts for conflict here. Hopefully none of you die though. That would be terrible.
I'm looking forward to my next mortal wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's why you're here. Take a shot every time you take a mortal wound. Nah, your words are we remain, and remain you must.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is we're getting the summer of year 499, and we're going into the conquest of the Jagant. It is the easternmost county of Cornwall. Jagant was a county of Cornwall. It was independent after the death of Duke Gorlois, and then really went to shit after the infamous feast. The Count Carmine and his two sons passed away, and so this place has just been a literal shit show of interscene feuds, right? Cousins, people just fighting over. It's super devolved. Imagine if there was no Earl's family at all, and like a second cousin is technically has the strongest claim. So no one has the strongest claim, right? So this place is fragmented and just ripe for the picking by the juggernaut host of King Idris. So we're going to kind of pick up. Erwin, you are part of this crew, if I recall. Right, you're mercenarying yourself out right now with them.
Erwin isn't. Erwin was staying because he's got.
I'm the one
business. He's actually.
Sorry,
I got him.
I got you mixed. Right? Gareth. Yes. Sorry, Gareth. You are out here. Yet we're opening today on a twist of fate from my description. The warlords of Jagant sent an ambush for the invaders in the woods they know so well. So you are facing off the marauders in the moorgrain. The ringing of spears and swords on shields, and the shout of men billow through the woods cover as the camera comes down into the really heavy wooded territory, where in this corner it says moorgrain, eastern Cornwall. And we hear like one of the Cornish knights shout out, to the east, archers, archers, and a barrage of arrow fire comes and strikes your camp. Can you roll a d6 for me?
No.
You can assume to be armed.
4.
Cool. You are targeted.
I'm a fucking magnet for this shit.
Dude, look, man, I was like, you're gonna hit on there will be a shot coming at you on a 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I can play Nesta if that would help. Because she went.
Yeah, that would be sick. Okay. So you are hit. But you're it will go off your shield or something.
Yep. Doesn't even risk knocking me over.
Right. Just, it wasn't really targeted at you, right? As just a barrage of arrow fire coming from the woods kind of starts thunking around in the camp. Horses are shouting and screaming, right, as your camp's getting ambushed. It is kind of midday, but it's also you're in the woods, so that's not really a factor. The hardest part will be looking around of you. Okay, so in front of you, your retinue, your colleagues are engaged in skirmishes with lightly armored men with maces, spears, and supplemented by this some well-placed arrow fire. These bowmen, as quickly as you can ascertain, kind of know what they're doing. Right now, a brawny knight, agile and hale, comes your way, and I'm really sorry for this. I rolled this guy randomly, and this guy's a fucking monster.
Yes. No, this is what I live for.
I literally rolled the stats beforehand, and I was like, okay, whack, comes down his two-handed mace on the back of the head of a nearby man-at-arms, clearing his way to you as he trudges you, half your age, twice as glory hungry. You can see him kind of smirking through his visor as he calls you out. He's like, I know you, knight.
Yeah,
you
don't.
Merwin's accusers.
Yes, well, I don't have time to retread the case. Shield up, sword up.
Nor would I want you. You need not for gold. And you're not mercenary. So Salisbury must be bending the knee to this false king. You're not. You're here for gold.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'll let you die with your preconceptions.
Well, then let me introduce myself. I am Buttfunnin of Dolkelston.
Not funnin'.
Buttfunnin.
I think I'm kind of trying to goad him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not in a merciful mood today. Submit or die, as he grips that bloodied mace as he comes towards you.
I would rather die than surrender to someone named Buttfunnin.
Then, Sir Nista appears as well, coming out from behind a tent, no helmet on, shieldless, wielding her longsword in both hands, while a broken arrow protrudes from her abdomen. She looks at you confidently, and in stride, you two will face this night together.
Oh, yeah.
Show me your moves.
All right.
Sure,
do you have Nesta's stats, Eric?
Oh, no, I don't have actually stats for her. Let me just double check to see if I might have a sword skill for her.
Okay,
that's all. I don't do full. I do it like Burning Will characters, where I only write down the relevant stats. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna invoke a passion. I don't think this is a moment of passion for him. This is. I'm a mercenary. I just want to survive and get paid.
Sure.
Buttfunnin is probably
Budfanon, not Budfan.
The double D is a sound, according to chat.
Got it. Thank you all.
Buttfanin.
Sorry.
I'm still gonna mispronounce it to him as. I have Buttfan.
No relevant combat skills highlighted for Nesta. So in that case, then it would be probably a 14. To be generous.
14.
If I will let you keep a 14, or you could roll
15s.
3d6
is you come out of being a squire with a 15.
Oh, that's true. All right, let's say 15 then. So your base would be 15, or what would be the riskier version that's like an average? What has more variance?
Man,
Like a 46 would
15.
probably be. Want to take take a 46.
46 would be awesome because I could roll like a 24.
Yeah.
But
But you could also
that's
roll a
not gonna
4.
Yeah.
You're like,
I've
yeah,
made enough
right.
D&D characters to know that.
Yeah, 3 times 4 would be 12, so technically not. It'd be more like 5d6. Maybe like 5d6 keep highs 4 or something. I don't know. Whatever. I'll come up with something better than that. I should have thought of it. Whatever. Screw it.
5d4.
3d10 might
Take a
be
15.
good.
Just take a 15.
Yeah.
And again, yeah. So
Okay.
your max wounds will be, or your max HP will be 28. Your major wound thresholds,
Probably somewhere 15 or 16.
yeah, I'm looking real quick.
Okay.
You're unconscious at 5. Major wound is 10.
That's interesting. They are tougher in that they need to take more hits to go down because we have the same HP, but my wound threshold is much higher.
Well,
It's very
she got hit
interesting.
with an arrow, which is why.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's
Let's
like,
do it.
bring it on.
So I'm not invoking any passion, so it's just a straight sword.
Yeah.
Any modifiers I should worry about?
No, because you're not tracking anyone down. Actually, no. Let's play this like almost kind of like a battle where in the woods everyone has -5 because you don't have the normal like maneuverability. I think it's like typically like a battle roll is like -5. Let's play with everybody with -5.
All right.
Okay.
And this guy has to split
So close to a crit.
and he has to split his attacks. He's going to split 12 to Gareth, and then because he knows you and doesn't know Nesta, so
Yeah.
he's gonna respect you more than her. So 12
a
goes
crit
to you.
is only
8
the thing that can
So-
save him against my hit.
Yeah.
Which
So
Oof.
what /roll d20
That's fail from this stuff.
under 7? What am I doing? There's an error. What am I doing?
What are you
There we
doing?
go. I got a success. So
Okay.
and then the other one
Just don't crit.
so that's 6, so it's a 1. So as long as I roll 1. Okay, I crit against Nista.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was against me. I was like, are
No.
you fucking kidding me?
I literally crit against Nista.
Yeah.
Okay. So holy shit. Okay.
It's gonna be bad for her.
Yeah. Real bad actually.
bad?
Really, really bad. Colin, roll your damage.
Okay. 17.
Oh, okay.
But you said it was two-handed mace, huh? So no shield.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
good. That's good.
So that's gonna be some points there. That's gonna be 7 down on him. Let me
Like it.
update my notes. Total HP 21, and he's gonna have to make a dexterity save. These attacks are gonna happen simultaneously, but
Yeah.
Oh, it does not like spaces when I do it. Okay, so he still passes. He stands up. He still stands. But Nista, this is not a good time for you.
No, it's not. She doesn't have a
So-
shield, does she?
No. I literally had a 5% chance. I literally had a 1. If I rolled a 1, I pass.
I know, right?
It's choice. Some choice
Nice.
nuggets.
So,
That's right. I didn't have to remind you she was there.
so normally he does 5d6, but he crits, so it's doubled. But he also gets a plus 1d6 because of a mace.
Mhm.
So, I think it's
You get a bonus for
that's
two.
11d6
Yeah.
damage. I don't think the plus 1 mace gets doubled on a crit.
I wouldn't imagine so. That would
32.
That's
That kills her.
It's 22. Yeah.
Right.
22.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she had 28.
Well,
Oh,
got-
she has
got
10 armor. She has armor.
Got 10 armor.
You're
So
right.
it's 22.
But that's a major
That would
wound.
knock her below. Yeah, that's a major wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's down.
You're pretty much absolutely down.
Absolutely down. Still 3 above her KO.
Yeah, so you're not knocked out. I mean, can you I don't think you can pass a 32 check for standing up.
If
Yeah.
you crit,
It's true.
Yeah,
Test
it's
your might.
true.
All right.
Just
We're
do a
assuming
backflip.
Dex is
All right,
10.
so I think in the order of operations of what this looks like on screen while we're talking about the thing, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think what happens first is Nista comes charging, and he just parries the sword out of the way and just gets her like right in the leg, and she just collapses.
Golf swing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right in like the knee.
Yeah.
And,
I think I was like, all right, Nista, we'll come together, and then she like
Charge.
leaps at him. I'm
Comes
like,
out of nowhere.
fuck.
Yeah.
I come in, and like that gives me the opening, right?
Yeah, of course.
He tees
Full
up on
yeah.
her lower half, and I come right over, like right into the arm.
Yep, exactly. Ugh. And he, shakes himself off. He's bleeding. Sets up again. Yeah, Nista, go ahead and so you're not unconscious, right? You're just on the ground.
22. You said Nesta had 28 left. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're at 22. You're like way off a mortal wound. Now you're like your vision is blurred in pain.
Yeah.
You're literally on the ground.
She's one away from a KO.
Yeah, you're literally on the ground. So your next attack is going to be again at a -5 because you're standing up in it as well. And so standing up and attacking in the same turn is like an additional -5.
Yeah.
So like you're in bad times while we're squaring
Certainly.
off. So he's definitely gonna go probably all on Gareth though.
Okay.
Right,
That's
because
fine.
he thinks you're out.
Sure.
Seeing that, Gareth is like maneuver away. I'm gonna fight defensively.
Yeah.
So that gives me plus 10.
Yes. Plus
Okay.
10. But
So net
successes
plus
don't do
5.
damage.
Right. And all I'm trying to do is like give Nesta time to get up and get back in it. I don't think I appreciate quite yet how badly injured she is, but like
No.
this seems like the tactical move. So -5 plus 10. I'm at a +5.
Yeah.
So my skill is it?
Your advantage here is this guy's lightly armored, right?
Yeah. Also, I'm really good at sword fighting.
Yeah.
How do I? It's fine. I don't crit. That's okay.
Sometimes it really be like that. So he's doing his full thing at you. So it's 18 -5, so 13. He misses.
Yeah.
Okay. So so he swings and you get out of the way, or like we have that time where we're kind of still circling each other, right? As you're not giving him an opportunity to hit you.
Yeah, I think like so he tees up, he knocks Nesta to the ground, and I think Gareth, after withdrawing from the like claps his sword against his shield. And it's like, all right, Buthfanan. Like square off then. And that like that makes him not come over with the wood chopping motion that we fear.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he just kind of growls, right? He's here for the glory, and you're a very apt target. This might be, in fact, in your life, I don't know. Like, have you been this as far as battles go? Like, you're like literally getting called out here, right? As for a challenge in a way that's like not just like on a personal level, but just in a glory reputation level, right?
This is a serious version of that friendly version that we had. Do you remember way back when Erwin had a little tiny tournament on our way back?
Yeah. When you fought
and that the young Gareth, we called him, because he was named Vicious Little Shit. And he called me out. But like that was like, oh, to First Blood or whatever. This is like the serious version of that. And
but he's good for you.
Yeah, and you know what? It's kind of flattering.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to know how you think about it.
I think
if you
Gareth
are in the moment.
Yeah, if Gareth weren't still wearing the black, which he is, he would find some satisfaction there. But right now, he's kind of, he's still got the emo phase going on right now. Sure. So he's less apt to appreciate the ironies going on.
Okay. All right. Test your might. As he comes at you, Nista. I assume you stood up last turn?
Yeah, I think that's all she was done. I'm debating what she might do.
He's still so there's this time of like that kind of like circling the growl, And yeah, I think he might. I don't know if he calls her out because he really doesn't even care. He's like really more about you right now. He's really tunnel visioning on Gareth.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
It's about the glory for him, and it's about survival for me. I'm all right with that.
Like, I think Nesta is going to make an uncontrolled attack for the +10. He has the option of either making a free attack or can defend as regular.
No, he's gonna total. I think he's gonna. Can I total defend on the free attack or no?
So here's what it says: an uncontrolled attacker unleashes strikes of mad fury, of blows, etc., etc.
Yeah.
An uncontrolled attacker gets +10 to their combat skill. Cannot use a lance. Cannot be used against multiple targets.
Right.
Never gets their shield. And then the opponent against an uncontrolled attack may either one, make a free attack unopposed and first. If the attacker is knocked down, his round is over. If the attacker is not stopped, then they strike at +10. Or defend skill versus skill, each with their +10 bonus.
Okay, that's an interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
So he can either try and like knock her down first, but if he fucks it up, and he'd be rolling at a 13, then Nesta gets essentially a free attack with +10 with the two-handed sword. Big risk, big reward. Or just +10 versus +10. That's interesting. That's an interesting. It's not an easy analysis.
Like, especially if it seems like his back's turned.
Yeah,
I think that's what she's gonna.
Right. So like, I imagine the camera's like kind of over the shoulder of Gareth right now, right? Like facing down the sky, right? That sort of perspective, right? And then we see Nesta coming from the side, right? Like, and like he has to he gets like rammed by her, right? Like not like stabbed, just like I just imagine you just like furiously like tackle him for a minute, right? And then you got your sword and you just come like charging at him because he's like really focused on you and just like gets like hit into a tree and like he like turns around, like stumbles and like squares up against you as you fucking furiously come down on him. But like, let's see, was he stunned? Did you have a moment to get in? So here's the 13. Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P. Nesta.
Yeah. So okay. So she is hit. She gets the free attack. Yeah, that's a hit. It gets past her armor.
And yeah, she's done so.
Well.
Yeah, if it's knocked down, the round is over. Otherwise, if they're not stopped, they make their
13.
Yeah, without a shield.
Yeah, without a shield.
Without a shield. Yeah.
All right. She's KO'd.
In a brief, horrible moment, Gareth understands what it must have been like for Erwin to watch Gareth throw himself into these fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this guy literally does 66 damage. He does 5d6 base plus 1 for the mace.
On the mace.
This guy's a murder machine.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it's also like the first time I threw you against someone with a mace.
Mm-hmm.
But
so that's a hit.
Normally it's those axe wielders.
But they're marauder. They're here. They're light, right? They're here to move fast, bash skulls, and get out like as effective as they can because they're grossly outnumbered, right? Pretty much all of them are fighting multiple people. But okay, I get to roll unopposed against you though, right? Even with a free attack, if I heard that right? Or is this a free attack on me?
For Nesta?
The all-out attack was a free attack, right? That was unopposed.
That's what you got against Nesta.
Right, but that doesn't count as my turn then. So like I can spend my turn to focus against you, so I don't like my points aren't all okay.
Correct.
The regular fighting multiple targets doesn't apply. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Nesta went for glory there.
Yeah.
And
look, dude, I'm here for it. The dice said otherwise, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
That would have been so sick. Sorry, I'm stammering because I don't remember. 13.
Bleeding out.
I miss.
Yep. Fuck you, guy.
Right.
Fuck you, guy.
Oh God, dude.
Fuck you, guy.
That's 22 points of damage. Holy shit. -8, so that's 4. Oh God, that's a major wound. In fact, is that his threshold? That's past his threshold for sure. His threshold was 10. Oh yeah, shit. Yep, major wound for sure. All right. I mean, the only thing he can hope for is a crit, right? On a d20 for his dexterity. Nah. yeah, you run him down. He falls down. He's wounded, bleeding. Ah! I had you if it wasn't for her. Like you said, like
I'm like when he opens his mouth to talk, I'm gonna put my sword through it. Like
I let you,
guy.
man. Like he's fucking he's wounded out.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, just one look of like derision, like no. Down.
Yeah,
and then Gareth is gonna immediately go over and grab shield down, grab Nesta.
Yeah.
Nesta. So Nesta.
No response.
Technically has 3 HP left.
Yeah. Oh, make a Constitution test, I believe, or I said stamina or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I believe that's how you test if you're still awake when you should be unconscious.
Okay.
If you want to be awake.
Yeah,
but doing
10.
Yeah, if you're let's say 10. Yeah, you're up. You're struggling. Right. Don't expect to see anything. Yeah,
just
right.
Like eyes rolling.
Yeah.
Blood coming out of the mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you gainsay me, I shall have my squire finish you. You're going to go to the back lines. And like I'm like motioning Pendragon to come and like the squires to come take Nesta away.
Yeah.
And then pick the shield back up. Get back to it.
Come with me. Yeah. And cool. All right. I think for the rest of the battle, can you roll me a couple tests here? Can you test your own battle, sword, and valor?
Battle. Success.
Cool. All these successes here, check, by the way.
Sword, success, and valor, you say? Yeah. Valor. Success.
Cool. Check all of them. And you got 3 successes. So the rest of the battle is a rout, and these forces will not have an opportunity to double back with the rest of the enemies in this county. So you have sufficiently driven them off.
Oh
yeah. But you all and because of your successful rolls, a relatively light cost. As far as things go, that could have been much worse.
Mm-hmm.
I think your band, you're like literally like a war band, right? So you're probably about 100 or so knights, right? Even with the mercenaries and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as this goes, like you're the might of Salisbury, right? Like at this level at this time. So like when I say that, it seems weird, but like comparatively, like to the great 1,000-person battles that you've had in your life, right? But this is very much the norm now.
Yeah. This feels right.
Right.
Shades of riding back through Maris.
Yeah. All right. So Sir Elad's gonna have to. Sorry, I keep putting the wrong person down. Right. It is. What's the stern asshole? What's his name? I'd be more specific. Ameg. Thank you. Yeah. He's here. But more importantly, so is the king and everybody else. They kind of like are going to take a moment to sort of reassess and kind of look at each other and give everybody kind of a check in who's left, and that could have been much worse. How many did you get? As like kind of ask the folks and accounting. But we're gonna cut over. So who is any? No one is. Okay. So what's Erwin? You're staying at home, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Perfect. So you have a problem with those bugs.
Mm-hmm.
To recall.
Do recall.
Yeah. And what else did you want to do, my friend?
Well, I think he's basically there if he, with Elad and Ameg in support of the Confederacy of the Born.
Right.
Then he's basically there shoring up whatever he would need to. Like the last thing he wants to do is be away when this critical alliance / seat on the Regency Council is still in its infancy. And so
Yeah.
he's just attending to that. He's just making sure his domestic affairs are in order and being a presence in Salzburg.
Perfect. And Colin, you will be getting glory for this. Just stand by. There's a second part to it. I'm just interspersing stuff.
I figured I would have asked.
Yeah. At
the end of the anyway.
All right. Well, good. It is very fortuitous that you are staying back, my friend, because this will be the first time y'all's might will be tested.
Nice.
The manors along the Bourne will be raided by Syagris's mercenaries. The ensuing skirmishes will dictate whether or not the fate of Winterbourne Gunnet gets pillaged. So that's the stakes, okay?
All right.
The first question that I want you to have is that you are technically outnumbered, but these are Syagris's mercenaries. What you know about them is that they are few in number. They're more elite, right? And they tend to have a higher battle score, right? They try to pick their battles, pick their wins, get in and out. They don't like prolonged engagements. Knowing that, though, would you prepare to try to meet them in the field, or would you withdraw and prepare for a siege?
At Winterbourne Gunnet?
Yeah.
We'd have the benefit of the castle there.
You would have the benefit of the castle, and furthermore, you have the benefit of many Knights of the Bourne. Like, so that's what I'm saying is you could theoretically meet them on the field, and it would not be just insta suicide.
Sure.
Sure. Right. Mechanically, behind the scenes, Gareth, you get raided at this time. Technically, you get pillaged. But because of the circumstances, because of the Bourne, this is like what you're supposed to stop, and this is what I'm allowing you to do.
So, let's see. I mean, like, the player in me wants sort of like
Frumbus lays out like the scouting, right? Like that, reports they're coming in. You know what?
Yeah.
So Gareth, what would you have us do?
Right. Sitting behind the walls doesn't seem particularly proactive.
The prudent thing, Frumbus, like the prudent thing would be to stay behind the walls.
Yeah, that doesn't really show us protecting so much, does it? Like,
yeah. This is as much a political move as...
yeah, certainly. So, in terms of the cost per decision, like enduring a siege, is that going to be more costly to the manor because they have basically free run to kind of run around while we're in the castle? Okay.
Yes.
As opposed to the risk of losing much more by meeting them in the field.
Yeah, you're basically exchanging property harm for personal harm.
Right. And
like, I love, this is a no-brainer for Gareth. I know exactly what Gareth would do, no question. And like, it's so...
But you're hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, but I love that this is what I've thrown Erwin into. Like, when I threw Erwin under the bus, it was because he is not Gareth.
Yeah. Sir Miff is like, we meet them in the field and I won't have another answer. Of course, she can be persuaded, but...
Certainly, yeah. And something like 100 knights left Salisbury on this to ride with Prince Mark. Yeah.
No. About barely 20%. So like 20 knights. 20 knights went off.
Okay. Man.
You're facing a warband of about 25 knights yourself, and like right now you're about like 15 or so. Like you could do it, and you also have way more men at arms, right? That's kind of the deciding factor is that you have more
sort of backup support troops.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So let me walk through my decisions here. Like, the safe bet is behind the walls, wear them out. We can always regrow, we can always rebuild.
Yeah.
That's not a strong response.
Right. You have two counselors with you have several counselors with you, but you have two of them giving you opposite opinions, right? There's no unanimous decision at the council.
Frumbus and
council.
And Miff.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Erwin's dining table.
Right, exactly. The strong response, the response that says we are in this together and that we won't tolerate any of this, is to meet them in the field and risk the battle. I think that's what we'll do. I don't like it.
I know. This is the best. This is the best.
Yeah, right. I don't like it, but to me, here's my thinking.
Are you sure? Frumbus is like, are you sure? Well, no. Don't say here's what I'm thinking. Let's do this in character, Jim. Right? Like,
okay,
like,
yeah.
What do you? like he cautiously looks. He's like, Erwin, I know we don't always see eye to eye, but this is the obvious answer. They're much smarter than we should give them credit, show them the respect that they have. They're very formidable. We've never been tested together.
We haven't.
Let's do the safe option.
Safe option doesn't. Safe option says that when we are ridden against it, we will hide behind our walls. What if someone in that forest that's way to the north that Jim can't remember right now? Like, is it Colin?
Yeah.
What if someone in the
yeah,
furthest north?
Yeah.
Okay, what if they get ridden? What if someone rides against them? Are they to expect that they'll sit behind their walls while we do? Well, we are here to defend. We are here to make sure that whoever rides against us will be met. That we all ride and protect our own. I think we're going to meet him in the field.
Wise words.
Now, if I have my druthers, we will meet them we will loop around and meet them so that their backs are to the Bourne, approaching.
That's what a battle roll will tell us.
Right.
Yeah.
But yes, this
right.
will be on horseback. Yeah, we are doing a horseback battle. Pretty sick.
Battle.
It's pretty.
Horsey battle time.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, dude.
I'm getting Tudorboard forested up north. You're
anybody,
having
All right, man. We're doing mountain blade skirmish battles all day today. All right. Cool.
Like the opposite of Total War. Never auto-resolve that shit.
Never auto-resolve.
You are, I believe your battle is the highest of the group.
Yeah, I think he's got... his battle's a 16.
Yeah.
So it might be, but it's not as high as I'd
So,
like.
we have the shots of, 5, like all our money is spent on the horses and the knights as you're, are riding off to, start circling around. And we have the overlay of sort of, in the past of, the goal will be to cut them off at the Bourne River, right? Kind of thing, right? As you guys are setting up. And, it's great.
So,
that is exciting. I'm hyped. Let's do it.
I am too. All right. So loyalty as a passion, is that only to the liege, or is that just to whoever what does the loyalty encompass?
I think technically in the book it says loyalty liege.
Yeah,
right.
It just doesn't on the sheet.
It's not
right.
Yeah. You technically have no affiliation to each other.
Sure.
So you can call you could test your loyalty liege, but I would give it at least a -5 penalty to it, only because of the way you're doing it, right? You're referring to a thing that's not really it, but it's sort of representing it, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't like that because that's that would.
You don't have a good. Yeah.
That's not a good. Yeah, I'd rather not risk a passion at all and just go with straight skill.
You know.
You know what? That's fine.
I think one of the cheatier. That's too judgy of a word. Honor might be one that you could use, but only for more it's not because it's not trusting. It's you swore to us. Now it's time to fulfill your bargain. Let's do it, y'all.
Yeah,
kind of thing, right?
I'm not sure I'm going to call on a passion at all for this because all of Erwin's strong passions are much more personal.
I mean,
than sort
love of Gareth, maybe.
How about this? I could spice this up for us. You may call on the loyalty to your lord, the fallen earl, and Salisbury in general, but it will have ramifications towards the Confederacy of the Bourne as you appeal to a higher power than yourself.
Ramifications as in it'll seem as though my loyalty is divided.
You will get this. No, they will work with you now, but you're basically if there was a number or a degree of controlledness of the Bourne, it will be down one step, right?
Sure,
down a shade of whatever that would be, only because that's not what's fueling people, right?
Yeah.
They know, and they know it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And the fact is that this is hopeless, but we're not gonna, we're gonna fulfill our bonds as Salisbury Knights, not Confederacy of the Bourne Knights.
Sure.
Right.
All right. So here's what I'm doing. Erwin is way more valorous than I am, so he's just gonna do this.
You're not interested.
He's not. Yeah, I'm not interested in
Okay.
risking a passion roll on this.
Understood.
And so, besides this, the whole point of this is to be seen and to fulfill our obligation to each
Right.
other. So here we go.
I mean,
Roll
do you
battle.
want to fight problems with bigger problems? Is the question every GM poses you. Like,
Absolutely.
okay.
You fight the fire
battle.
with another larger fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we're opposing battle tests, right?
Oh, come on.
Oh,
That's a fail.
That's a success. All right. So the goal here is I mean, what? Okay. What would be the most interesting thing in my head would be that they try to bait you into pursuing like you caught them, right? Only instead it's kind of like a holding force as you're going to get attacked later on.
Yeah.
Right. So, or they're going to cause you to no, that's not it. That's not it. This is it. As you guys are getting ready to meet, the bells of Winterborn Gunnet ring as there's fires set by a smaller party,
Ooh, yeah.
forking you and forcing you to choose. You could split off a detachment of your knights, and then you're not fighting you're fighting even worse odds as you go split and fight their sides, or you fight the whole fight, and you're gonna have to let Chalderton. The successes and the desire to meet them in the fields will be mitigated. I've showing strength in protecting Winterborn Gunnet as
So the fires are at Chalderton or Winterborn Gunnet?
Gunnet.
Okay.
We're like a little bit north, like outside of Winterborn Gunnet.
Sure. So if they've split, and
basically,
we outnumbered them,
a small party of them have run off into Winterborn Gunnet to set fires and kind of cause chaos while you all are riding off to fight the main battle, forcing you all to
So
have
if
to make a
they're
terrible
split,
choice now.
So that we outnumbered them to begin with. If they've split,
Mhm.
then I don't think we stick together, and we hit the ones in the field. The Winterborn Gunnet is just gonna have to fend for itself for the time being while we.
This is how I want to play Siagaris, is like, you're fighting a smaller force, they're more elite, and you fucking pay for every single thing you win with them.
Certainly.
Right. They are snakes.
Everyone didn't expect to come out of this unscathed.
Right. Okay. Right. So the dream of meeting them in the field and protecting Chalderton, not against Siagaris.
Not against Siagaris, but if we meet them
For the record, he's
unified,
not here. But yeah.
his
his forces are.
I'm sure it's one. Is Julianus here?
Yeah, Julianus is here for sure.
Right.
Yeah. You want to square off against Julianus?
Let's see.
But anyways, okay, let's keep going then, right?
All right.
So the battle fails. That's a terrible choice. But then we're gonna go into fighting. It's gonna be one-on-one fights against again, elite knights. So these are not your baby's knights. They're comparable to you, but they are few in number.
All right.
Now, a better battle roll would have put you in a position to help 2-on-1 some of these knights, but due to the circumstances, you're gonna have to fight 1-on-1 because of the failure of the battle roll.
That's all right. We'll do it with this.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, Gwaidnerth. Everybody fights. Nobody quits. And
You want to play Gwaidnerth, Colin? You want to roll for? Are you into it?
Do I want to play myself? Yeah, let's do it. I'm Gwaidnerth in real life.
Okay.
there we go.
I mean, it's Erwin has final
face.
say, right? It's your I almost said pawn. Your
Right.
squire. Okay, cool. Do you want to fight Julianus, or would you do you just pick the first knight that's in your way?
I mean, he's going to pick the first knight. Like,
Okay, cool.
In this case, the point is to defeat them. He just wanted to know if Julianus
Then-
was here.
Colin, pick a number from 1 to 6, and then Jim roll a d6. If it's the
6.
number, if it's a 6, then it's Julianus. Okay.
Ooh, I almost
another
picked 5. I almost did.
That'd have been funny. That is Julianus, anyways. Okay.
Fucking Gwaidnerth took out
Gwaidnerth.
Yeah, Gwaidnerth fights
Hell yeah.
Julianus. That's even better. Well,
All right.
good roll there, Jim. I didn't see what you did there with that
Yeah.
tactical roll.
Let's do it, Gwaidnerth.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Perfect. Let's do this. All right. So you're squaring off against this knight here. You're on
Are
the
we rolling
horseback.
Lance v. Lance? Or,
Lance versus Lance. Absolutely.
Do I have a young knight or something?
No, you're
for
rolling.
Gwaidnerth?
I think you're just gonna. I mean, just roll test squire.
That's
Squire.
No,
Squire.
it doesn't make sense because you're not really squiring.
How
I
old
don't
is
know,
Gwaidnerth?
man.
17.
17.
So so he's 1 year away from.
Just
no.
pick a young knight, and also Gwaidnerth's a big like filled out
big
enough that they can do it.
All right.
Lovely. Love this, y'all. This is so good. I'm so hyped. Okay.
Yeah. He fails. God damn it, Gwaidner.
All right, let's do that. I'm gonna keep the camera here on Julianus. Julianus does not have a good have that good of a sword skill, but they do succeed here. Oh wait, this was Lance. This is even worse.
Lance.
That's a fail.
Wait, who's fighting Julianus?
Gwaidner.
But I failed. Right?
Yeah, and he failed too.
I chose 6, and Jim rolled 5.
I know, but I'm keeping the we're doing both fights right now.
Wadener's fighting on her own. She's not squiring for.
You're not squiring.
Everybody fights.
Nobody's
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Smooth brain moment over here.
Gwaidner is not the Saxon.
We're rolling
kid.
fast right now.
Yeah, we are kind of rolling fast. Gwaidner is, no, it's not the Saxon kid. It's the sort of like awkward,
spectacled.
Yeah.
Awkward spectacled knight. Or I shouldn't say knight. Squire to Erwin.
Yeah.
The Saxon squire is
it's mine.
Pendragon. Yeah,
it's Pendragon. Yeah,
it's Pendragon.
I knew that. I knew that.
Second.
There we go. Young knight got
it. Okay, and then Jim.
Right. So I got a 15 for my lance.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
it's 1 success.
And that's why I say if you actually fought Julianus is probably going to be the easiest knight of them all to fight. To be honest with you, it's kind of garbage. So it's under 16. Pass.
All right.
But yours is the better one.
Yep.
So you're hit, but he's able to eat some of the blow.
All right, here we go. Come on, Jupiter.
So in the fields of Winterborn Gunnet, we see the lines hit each other.
Ooh.
21. Ooh, that's a strong strike.
That is a strong hit.
They do have you have your shield. Yeah, you have your shield when you charge. So he will be taking 5 damage, and he's also going to have to roll his horsemanship, which he remains on, but he'll be taking 6 damage. Let me update his stats his HP while I'm tracking it over here. Good stuff, y'all.
Very, very. Been a while since Erwin's battle.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been kind of doing the abstractions and stuff like that since then. I felt like we could use another.
I mean, it's just been raids and counter raids for most part.
Yep. Right. Mud and blood.
The de facto work of an Anarchy knight. But I wanted to zoom in for a moment here and actually do a couple classic fights here. What am I just forgot what I was doing. Oh, that's subtracting his HP. You did 21 damage, so that's minus 16, so that's 5 damage off his main HP, so that's 25. Okay, cool. Perfect. And he succeeds. All right. So
now it's down to swords.
Yes.
Right.
Awesome. Did you do odd? Does your lance? No, you don't have to go to swords. Your lance could have broke if you do even number. It breaks, or odd number.
I think odd number it breaks.
Odd number breaks. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see this. It's like there's the impact, and then it's the
shatters off it. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So then there's like the neighing of horses as the swords come out. Yeah. Some knights fall. We are tunnel visioned here on the 2 of our knights here.
Ooh, so close.
Okay, now this one's an 18.
That would have been a crit with his lance.
Okay, I succeed, but you beat this knight, Jim, and I rolled. Sword. Fumbles. Julianus fumbles.
Oof. And
he can't get the sword out of the holster.
Can't do it.
I love it. Fuck yeah, Gwaidner.
Fuck yeah, Gwaidner.
Only 46 damage though.
Yeah.
Come on, get the reps in.
Oh
my god.
Man.
So
Gwaidner
is just banging on the shield, and he's like trying with his other hand to like fumble, like he cannot get the
Oh shit.
Yeah. Julianus, I think I'm gonna take you down here, Julianus, and how about you?
Good God. And then you just roll way above average.
Yeah, it's 25 for his regular hit.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
That is
That's crit
That
damage,
is
man.
remarkably close to max damage.
Right.
Yeah, 16. Okay, so that's minus 16, so that's another 9. So that's 14 off of major. Wow. Okay, so he's inches away from major wound territory.
If I were shooting this with the camera, I would have it ambiguous who everyone is fighting. Like Julianus struggles to get his sword out, and there's the righteous fear of Erwin comes down, but then it cuts, and we discover Erwin wasn't fighting Julianus.
No.
Gwaidner's like, ah!
It's like Nameless Siagrian Knight 3, number 5.
That's the one that's Peter Jackson plays. That's
Yep.
Gets his little cameo.
Yeah. Oh man, so good.
All right, round 2.
8. That
Absolute.
was so
Yeah,
far
round 2 of sword fighting.
damage.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
7.
Statistically, how nothing.
All right.
Is Gwaidner's going to be able to 40?
Julianus.
Average 46.
Julianus passes.
I don't know.
Julianus, 13 damage. You're not getting through each other. You both suck.
It's fucking Pratfall City over here.
All right, and other knight. I believe his sword was 18.
I do think it's not
6.
like comical. I think it is like desperate, like they're pressed up, right? Because
Yeah.
it's just a press of horses and men all stamping and undulating.
So we have, just for the record right now, we have Erwin has succeeded by 1 here. So Erwin's going to get the upper hand against his knight, and Gwaidner, you missed and I missed. Is that what happened? Or you got, no, you succeeded, right? I got a 7 and no, I got a 7. Okay, so I'm going to be hitting you, but I'm ineffectively hitting you.
Yeah.
So Julianus, the shoe is on the other foot now. Julianus ineffectively beats against Gwaidner, who is turtled behind their shell. Meanwhile, Erwin, being a god, why
That's,
there
2 past their armor.
No, I think you hit the wrong one.
that is 2. That's fine. That's literally 30. How much damage did you do last round? 25?
Yep.
25.
So it's 9. Yeah,
So
9.
9, 14. So, okay, so you've done at least 1 more point of damage, which gets them into major wound territory.
Mhm.
So they are in major wound territory, which means that's not a good spot to be in. Now remind me, when you take a major wound, is that do you automatically get knocked down or no? Or is it a save to be knocked down? Like other than the normal dexterity save when you take damage.
So
Is this horsemanship? Stay on the horse. He stays on the horse.
1 second. I should have, there we go. I think. Where is it? I had it bookmarked because it happens to me so much. You'd think I'd learn it, but
I honestly was kind of hoping you would know it.
yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
All right. Regardless, I think with a major wound, the guy's going to switch to kind of defense and kind of withdraw, right?
All right.
They're not necessarily here to kill you, right?
Sure, we are though. And
Yeah,
Erwin will
absolutely.
press-
And you you can absolutely press, but you can assume he's going to be trying to total defense against you.
Okay. So he's gonna.
Yeah.
In.
And
Okay.
in the meantime, Gwaidner. Colin, we don't have to worry about it because he's just going to be total defensing and kind of like retreating back. He needs a con rolls. Oh, it's a con roll stay up. That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah, and also it's from a single source. It's not building.
It's not over
towards
time.
it.
If it
No.
was a bad enough blow, even if it gets down to your threshold.
Yeah, so your major wound threshold is that much damage in a single blow.
Oh,
So he's taking
Well,
3.
yeah.
3 of.
he's taking
less
3
than
minor
major
wounds
wounds.
then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Never.
and
So it's not a major
that's
wound.
Yeah, that's why it's important that I have an
Yeah.
absurd major wound. They have to do
Yeah.
16 damage after armor to me to knock me out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with Erwin's is 17.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're beefy. You got no dexterity.
Well,
we beef.
Okay, so then I have to make one more roll then. 10, I guess. He fumbles it. Yeah, so even better here. Okay. Wait. I'm so sorry. He didn't have to make that roll in the first place. You just said he didn't have to. I'm so sorry. So ignore that last roll. Okay. Sorry. He's still in defense mode. Right. So he is getting cut up by you. You know you see him losing, right? And he switches his tactics. Which is not something you see all the time.
No.
Okay.
Certainly not.
All right, back to Gwadnerth. Gwadnerth, you're still scoring against Julianus. You are no match for us.
You don't know that. I was trained by some of the best knights in Salisbury.
Oh, I thought I rolled a 1. I did succeed.
Lapdog. And you beat him.
Yeah. Could roll my fucking 4d6.
Hey, you hit his armor.
This noodly armed fucking dork.
God, Gwenet's got to call in a passion or
The
something.
average of 4d6 is like 13. So like,
got to roll real
unless
good.
he has to fail. If he doesn't have a shield, then we're in different territory. Then I, on average, will do 3 points of damage.
Yeah, he stays up on the horse, right? You get through him, and like there's that moment where you're like, because these swords are slashing swords, right? They come down on him, and like, you know, it would have been a solid blow, but instead it just hits the armor. And we have that sort of Achilles versus what's his name moment duel, where like Achilles like looks at at Hector, right? And he looks at the armor, and like we see the cut, but he's fine.
Yep.
Orwin, you can make an awareness test for me. Okay, check that. Well done. Right, so this is that perfect moment, right? He switches his tactics. You know he's tunneling himself behind his shield. You have a moment to look around the battlefield. You see Gwadnerth, your own squire, dueling Julianus. Do you use this moment and this advantage of this guy's basically defensiveness to exploit and help your squire, or do you continue to fight this knight? The opportunity has arisen with your awareness test. You have the option is there. But you don't know where this guy will go. You don't know what will happen if you leave him, but you will be able to help Gwadnerth. Or is this because I'm giving you the full information as like your player knows Gwadnerth's based on the fighting, like how it's going, right?
Yeah.
So, do you do you feel the paternal need to step in and help them, or do you or not, or just tactical need to step in to mix it up, or
like
not?
with the crit, am I aware of just the general state of their combat? Like,
exactly. That's what I'm giving you.
Have any?
No.
Does it look like either of them have any?
No, they're ineffective. They're kind of struggling. Yeah, exactly. Right.
All right.
But
So
you could turn the tide.
If Gwadnerth was like on the ropes, maybe. But as long as they're holding their own, I think Erwin is going to press the attack here because this guy's been worn down. He's got a couple of good hits on him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right.
He wants to at least.
Yeah. Look, man. If I can't, I try to give interesting decisions.
No, I like it because it's the possibility of.
You earned it with the awareness test from his switching up, right?
All right.
It's very rare in those opportunities you have a chance to look around.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But when the when the shield's like he's already preparing with the shield coming up, you have a moment to like rearrange, and that's when you catch it. But okay.
Is there any way to negate the defensiveness?
Passion?
Yeah, that's my passion. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll risk it.
This is like the third round. This is the third round of the battle, though. Can you do me another battle roll? This is not canonical. I just think like this is sort of just the test of the rest of the battle of how it's going, right?
Certainly.
And this is especially this kind of goes along with your awareness test, right? Cool. It's only
10.
Right.
Success.
They have an 18 though. Okay. It is the marginal difference of your rolls is literally a 1. To me, that says this is just a bloody stalemate right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Right. This is a brawl.
Yeah. It's nasty.
Yeah.
All right. As it would be. This guy Siagris killed our lord.
They're closing ranks, right? Like that. I think that's the number one thing we're seeing them is that when possible, their horses are kind of like getting more and closer together again, lining up their shields and trying to work off each other.
In a way,
they're struggling.
in a way, like tactically, this is a stalemate, but in a way, I think a stalemate is strategically a victory for Erwin.
Well,
right?
I mean,
they're not on unless they get decisively broken.
True.
Right? Yeah.
True. A draw is technically in your favor, but
Mm-hmm.
Gareth, your farms are on fire. So
look, not the first time, won't be the last. And what's going to happen is Gareth is going to come home, not care, and the peasants are going to love it. So
yeah, you know what? And honestly, at least it's Gareth's.
No, it's true.
Anybody else, I'd be worried about. But Gareth can afford it. He's the one who put this.
Honestly,
working to put this together. This isn't myths or.
Can you imagine if it was myth? We would never fucking hear the end of it. It's like, great, you lost like 13 turnips. Great.
Yeah.
This is the rest of the year. Is you talking about this?
Next 13 years for each turnip.
Yeah. All right, all right, he's gonna try to get.
Oh yes, my lord. Would you require any more turnips to burn? All right.
All right.
Back to the seriousness. All right. Julianus for squared nerf. Sword roll. 4.
Oh boy.
Fumble. Not ideal. Damage. Ineffective.
No, because I don't have a shield. I don't have a shield. Because I fumbled, right? So he.
Oh yeah, you don't have damage. Oh yeah, you do.
Damage.
You take 3 points of damage. You must also make a dexterity, horsemanship to stay on your horse.
Good. Horsemanship is 15 as well. I'm good.
Yeah. This spells the end to you, child. And he's boisterous and ready. The other knight, total defense. So that's d20 under. I think it's gonna be d20 plus 8, basically. Okay, bad roll though. 15.
Yeah.
But worse roll from you.
3. Yeah. So he can't deal damage if he wins. So it's just like wailing against a shield.
Yeah. We're using average knight stats for the squire for this fight. So maybe Gardner has a little bit of a buff to her. But I think it's reasonable.
That's fair.
Look, I would use those stats for an NPC in a pinch if I needed to. So I think it's fair.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
Inconclusive.
Let's do.
Honestly, I want this guy's armor and his horse more than this fucking guy's armor and horse is mine.
Well,
you don't need more horses, Erwin. You're herding all the horses.
I only got a mule last year.
Yeah. Well, they are beginning to buckle as they are getting pressed and forced back to the river, right? So while this is a stalemate, you are kind of gaining ground if this was a bigger picture, right? Overshot as they're getting slowly pushed back from the battle roll, right?
They're the ones on enemy territory. They're the ones that got to make it home.
Yeah.
So as more damage we can inflict on them, the worse it'll be for them.
Right. You're right.
All right.
I think maybe like the lead. Julianus isn't the leader of this band. The another unnamed knight probably fighting. I don't know. Maybe Frumbus is there, and says like keep going, men. They're close to breaking. As the fight goes on. All right. Unnamed Siagras knight number 3 squares off against Erwin. 14.
Oof. That's bad.
That's real bad.
Erwin gets under Erwin's guard.
No, he's total defending.
Oh, he is? Okay, he's still defending.
Which I forgot, yeah. I rolled like it wasn't, but I already committed that he is basically kind of committed to doing the defense after getting hurt so much.
Sure.
Now he's really just kind of occupying you and tying you up, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what it kind of looks like, right? Instead, he's like, you're almost like grappling, right? Like horseback to horseback. You're like real close that neither of you can get your sword around, and you're just like you're
15th round boxing. Like you keep clinching every 5 seconds.
Can you imagine? And your horses are just bumping into each other. Like it's real bad. Yeah, it's gotta be so annoying. Your arm's like tangled up in his shield. Okay, and Gwernerth.
So I'm now using the stats for average knight, not young knight.
Oh, okay.
No, that was a question because you were saying.
No, you should be using.
Oh, that was in reference to to Irwin's poem.
Yeah.
That makes more sense because I was like, that would put him up at 19 for sword skill. God damn it, Gwadenurth. This. No. It's also a stalemate, but both people are trying to hit another.
It is true. Right. All right, you Confederates, you're holding true.
Is my guy still fighting defensively?
Yes.
By time.
Yep, he is locking you up.
Irwin is going to throw caution to the wind and attack uncontrollably.
Yeah.
And in that case, we both get our +10. Combat is resolved normally, but the defending character deals no damage if they.
Awesome.
That's how you break it.
I think the result. Okay, so fictionally, hear me out on this, and I'm gonna kind of say, damn the rules for a minute. Regardless of the way this fight is going to turn out, and this close exchange here, you're landing on the ground.
Sure.
Right, an all-out attack for someone defensive where you're all next to each other, like you're both getting out of the saddle at this point, right? As you're you're gonna fall over in some way.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's even what Irwin does.
So the loser takes additional D6 points of damage as they fall. Okay,
sure.
That's the idea.
All right, here we go.
Did you
Do we
just
agree?
read the uncontrollable attacking rules recently?
I think it's open here. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This
so this is
actually that's all we're doing this session.
There's a whole special note.
Yeah, Irwin. This is another reflection. You've never had to fight and kill someone this close, in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. This is kind of harsh.
Yeah. It's been since the gatehouse, and that was a bunch of scrubs.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor? Actually, can you test? Is your Valor 16?
Yep.
Oh, never mind. You don't have to test it. You can absolutely meddle through this. For sure. Right.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's pretty damn good. Fails. So it's technically a tie because you both crit, but I think that's kind of bullshit. So instead, I think what happens here is that you're able to come down on him, right? You dislodge your arm, your shield arm from him. Your sword comes down on him. You hear some of the crunch, but then really you just begin to fall as both of you fall out of your horse and roll damage, roll an additional crit plus an additional die for falling.
A crit +1.
Yeah, crit plus 1d6. Yeah, he's dead for sure.
Imagining falling from a horse in armor when you don't know, if your foot doesn't come out of that stirrup, goodbye ACL, goodbye kneecap.
Yeah, man.
Hello, head injury.
37 damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and so this looks almost like it was planned. As you're able to ram your sword down through him as he falls, right? The force of the fall augmenting your strike, and he dies immediately. The defensive coward falls. Technically, you would take a d6 points of damage for falling as well, but you're ablating it.
Soften the blow.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean, I don't mind taking d6.
Yeah, you take the d6, but it doesn't matter. But you're also on the ground though, right?
Right, and so it's going to take the entire next. I did spend the entire.
Yeah,
next
if you
round
get up and attacks and moves and attacks someone else, you're taking the penalty of doing the multi-action thing.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. Gwadenurth vs. Julianus. He doesn't have any passion to call on.
No.
All right. 14. Ineffective.
This is kind of the kind of fight I imagine Julianus likes. Someone who he clearly outclasses, so he feels powerful even as he's embarrassing himself. This is perfect for that piece of shit.
Oh man, Crash in chat brings up a great point. He should definitely have a love of self-passion. I'll roll that after the fact.
That's perfect.
That's amazing.
All right. Cool. So this is the end of the third round of this battle. So what I think is going to happen here is I think we need another battle roll, and as well as like almost like basically fatigue setting in.
Sure.
And so what I think would be cool, Erwin. Okay. It's not great for you.
Not great.
Okay, they are still kind of holding. Yeah. Your group could use some sort of like rally, right?
Yeah.
It's you're giving as good as they're getting, right?
Yeah. So I think if it's Erwin's action, I know what he'll do. He's going to get back on his horse. He's not going to look for a fight, but he is going to ride through sort of our lines, like at the back of everyone, just shouting, not advice, but just
you're like literally off your horse, right? Yeah, and you're like doing it like, no, we're right.
Yeah. And is going to do his best to just like, here, there's an opening, or command the men at arms to like come in and get their horses, fire your crossbows, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and just press the attack as best he can to break this stalemate.
Yeah, I think that's it's a couple roles. Sure. I think it's orate, valor, and battle.
Oof, orate. All right.
Right.
All right. So let's do this. Right. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Or no one's not a man of words.
Yeah, it's your heart. It's also that you're not being heard.
Sure. He's in a helmet. It's the middle of a fight.
Yep.
That's valor.
Oh. No. Oof. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Ineffective.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
All right. Unfortunately. All right. So we're still in a stalemate then.
Yeah. Gregnorth and Julianus, could you both make Constitution tests as you guys are tiring out?
They're just exhausting.
Yeah, you're literally exhausting yourselves.
Oh, good
He crits it. I can do this all day.
Succeed, not a crit though.
I could pick on kids all day.
I could get picked on all day.
I was born in it.
You're new to bullying. I've known bullies like you my whole life. One of them is named Gareth. Always hides my sword belt when he comes and visits.
Oh my god.
He'll say Sir Gawain Nurth, more like Sir Gawain Nerd, and then shove me.
So, I don't care.
That's what he said.
Strike. Oof. You might have distracted him. I have rolled a 2.
No!
You rolled a 1. Amazing.
We have not. This is called a Gawain Nurth crit. This is when there's only one number you have to roll to fuck up, and you do.
Oh god, dude. Shit. Oh my god. This was supposed to be an easy fight.
The fucking battle has just gone completely. It's just these two in the middle of a field smacking at each other.
Everyone's just giving you space. No, I'm just kidding. Wow. Amazing. He can't break through your shield. Ugh.
I still hate Julianus, but I'm a lot less afraid of him now.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay, after like literally 6 rounds of fighting, of a stalemate, I feel like the important thing would be, I think the concession to the fight is that they're able to withdraw, but they do it in a way that they don't incur any losses along the way. They're not routed.
Yep.
I think that's the fair outcome here, right? It's basically a bloody draw is the answer.
Yeah, we're in no shape to pursue.
Right.
There's a fire raging. Yeah.
Right. And like they're like, fall back and stuff like that, and your whole team's just fight. You see that Erwin of the thing of all of that. And I mean, without a passion or something like that, and based on your orating test, it's kind of this is what it is. They've spent they've spent all of their energy.
Yeah, no, Erwin considers this a victory.
It is technically.
It's a
like,
bit of a. It's not as impressive as he'd like, but that's
yeah, right.
less important than the victory.
It's a little
man.
It's kind of it's basically like Shiloh. You're good.
Taking that armor and horse.
You do get that. You do definitely get the armor and horse of that guy. Well, I mean, the armor is you're gonna need to spend a little bit to repair it, so you're gonna get like 2 off of but you're good.
Yeah.
Considering it's all cut through. But good job.
Man.
Oh.
Good job, Born Knights.
This isn't the last you've seen of me, kid. Juliana's making enemies to everyone.
Get in line.
How did this guy beat what's his name, the generous?
I mean,
ambush.
We don't know that he's that good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was ambushed.
He was outnumbered.
Oh yeah, it was like just him by himself.
It was literally him and like 2 guards. Yeah, versus like 6 dudes. That's usually how you win. It's just outnumber someone, and be moderately trained.
And we established that Gwaidnerth actually does have this unshakable bravado despite his absolute lack of talent.
Absolutely, Erwin has ensured that.
I love
Unshakable.
it. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Gareth hates Gwaidnerth and finds him really annoying. Colin might just play Gwaidnerth as his next character. We don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. So as the battle recedes, obviously wounds to be taken care of, conversations are to be had. Jim, you can use this opportunity. I kind of like had to push the scene on you here.
Sure.
But obviously you had plans staying back if you wanted to act on them. But you could use this moment and capitalize on as you see fit, or we could do sort of like a flashback of like the conversations you had before the Ferumbus comes in with the raid, or like afterwards, the future of the Confederacy, the Confederation of the Born, and what do you want to do, right? Like all that kind of stuff, right? However you want to do it. But basically, I'm giving you an opportunity here to set a scene of some sort of how you want to sort of control.
I think the aftermath is important.
Yeah,
totally. To take stock of the damage, to who did we catch, who did we end up getting, and to just like go to all the major players, all the manor holders that showed up, and to just check in with them. Erwin's just gonna, how did you fare? That mostly just make sure that they're not that we don't have any major casualties on our side.
Okay.
We didn't lose anybody.
All right. All right, so ultimately, you're able to, besides the suit of armor and the horse of the fallen guy, as far as like things you're able to scrape together, it's about 2 libra worth of things off of them, besides the horse, right, and the knight's material, because most of them they were able to get away, right?
Yeah.
So this is whatever you were able to redeem.
Okay.
Now, the thing is that I guess the goods and money that you're stealing materially belongs to the Knights of the Confederation.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give the stuff that they took back. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the 2 libra came from.
Yeah, but I need you. Your energetic is 16 though, right?
No, energetic is 14.
Ooh, can you please test energetic?
Yeah.
This is the test after the battle of having to try to save Garrett's. Okay, you do. All right. The good news is that you're not rolling D6 properties damaged.
Nice.
You're going to roll 1 property damaged. Roll a D20 for me, please. A 7. An investment has been damaged. Roll a D3. This is the number of investments.
3.
Okay. So they're damaged, but not destroyed.
I think my bees.
They fucked with your bees.
And the
burbs.
Boy,
chat. And the burbs. Okay, so here's what's going to happen here. You're not going to... actually, it's kind of in the year, so you're kind of get the money, but you're going to have to spend half of their money to rebuild them, to repair them.
Oh, thank God. They're all real cheap.
Yeah, mostly. Right.
I only have 4 items in my manor, and one of them is a tax.
charter.
What I would say is until you repair them,
Mhm.
I think they will give you half value rounded down.
Yeah.
So like you roll a D2 for the apiary for 0 or 1,
Yeah,
right?
I got
Your
you.
dovecote will give you nothing.
That's fair. Okay. That could have been much worse.
In return, I think they don't cost you anything. It's basically their damage, and they just take up space on your property,
Yeah,
but you're not really
just-
there's nothing to maintain because there's half the stock has flown away, or it's
Yeah,
burnt, the cages are untenable. So
The only thing
there's
I
nothing
would
to
have
maintain
to
them.
fix the Bailey. That's the one thing I would have to do.
Yeah,
And that's going to be 5 Libra. Yeah. I mean, 7 Libra fixes everything. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Okay, so Erwin, good job saving that stuff. But that is sort of the last bit of that. So you're able to get the horse, you're able to get the armor. The 2 bits of goods goes back, and you're able to more or less save many of Garrett's investments. Of course they would target your investments.
Of course.
I'm notoriously
Cunning.
bling.
Nice. All right. We're gonna cut back. We go back to the siege of Ilchester.
The fucking Tudeborg forest straight into the Battle of Alicia.
So that is literally a half-cut mark that turned into a gigantic focal centerpiece.
Love it.
Sir Tefkin and his host, and no remnants from the marauders of the forest, have walled themselves into the capital of Ilchester and are surrounded. You're going to be rolling King Ilad's siege against Sir Tegfin's battle.
Okay.
Sorry, the other way around. You're rolling King Ilad's
Battle
siege.
versus their siege. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So they have walls. So you're getting a +5 to this. Jim, would you mind rolling Sir Tegfin for me? You're going to be rolling at a 17. And King Ilad's rolling at an 18.
18. My boy crits.
Okay.
Against
You
a
rolled a
D0.
You rolled a D0.
Oh
buddy.
yeah, that was a D0.
I think I found a new way to cheat on Roll20. Yeah.
Oh,
And you failed.
failed.
Okay. Well, I was going to have to ask you to test Prudent and Valor as you roll to climb the ladders and, first across the line. But instead, I believe with a battle roll, you catch them with their pants down. I don't think you need to siege, and I think you run in, and I think the battle's over.
It's awesome.
I mean, I don't know, like a critical of there's not really, I think they throw down their arms, basically. So King Elad will be taking the city. And I think because of that, you'll be able to take, no, here's what's happening. Yes and no. This is still happening, as I say.
Okay.
However, King Elad will still order for exacting punishment for fighting in the marauders and stuff, and basically ensuring that he has rulership here. So I think he's going to... Yeah, he's going to ask you all to help him put some people to the sword. I think the situation here is, and you're still going to plunder the city here, as is basically your right. You'll be checking cruel and selfish
For plundering.
But you'll be getting 2d6 Libra.
Okay. Gareth would
or
not.
Tell me what else you're doing.
Yeah, Gareth would not execute.
Yeah, you're sacking it.
Okay. Yeah, but if it's putting executing prisoners, Gareth would not do that. So if that is something I have to roll.
What would King Elad do to a mercenary who refuses to do their orders? Because King Elad is, as far
and this is not.
He's an Uther, he's an Uther born and bred style ruler.
Mm-hmm.
He is still mad from the previous raids, right? And that these people refuse to bend the knee, and so now they must be punished.
Sure. And Gareth is like, okay, but you have your own people for that, right? You execute your law. You hired me to fight, and I fought. You did not hire me to be an executioner. It is your law. Have your men execute.
Okay, this is great. King Elad is going to be real pissed with you,
Sure.
and he's going to go, that is not the deal I made with your liege. This is an alliance, and you work for me. You are my people, and you'll do what I say, Knight of Salisbury.
I have a liege. That liege is not you. I have not bent my knee to you. I have not paid my homage to you. I have offered service. Service for which I'm to
Your
be
service
paid.
is no longer required. And you're going to leave, and he's not going to pay you. I don't even want. Like, he's basically saying go home.
Yeah, and I'm going to get paid, though.
Hey, well, then you need to do the job. It's like, then do your duty.
Well, so this is a prerequisite to going in and sacking the city.
Yeah, basically, no, you guys have ran into the city, right? Like, they didn't surrender that way, right? Like, as in, like, they opened the gates for you to surrender. It's like you literally caught them by surprise and ambushed them as they were preparing to defend against you, right?
Okay.
And so when that happens, though, it quickly turns into a surrender when you guys are all ready for a battle. And he's like, ambush or not, you were ready to defend. And because you're ready to defend, you're done. You're getting sacked. It's the rule of war, man. If you siege, you get sacked. Like, that's, this is the rule. This is how it's always been. And just because you get to win with 0 losses doesn't mean you don't get sacked. And basically that's what you're doing. And he's going to kill, I guess it'd be like the second cousin or whatever of the count guy here. And you're supposed to just, execute some random prisoner number 4. Right. Just basically his council and retinue, for doing this. But it's fair. By the times this is cruel, but it's not. Like, this is the status quo. This is anarchy. The world is cruel.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're being a sheep in a land of wolves, he's like, I don't need you. Then get the fuck out. Right? That's like literally what he's, and you're like, well, I'm still getting paid. And he's like, the fuck you are. Remember, he's the king. And like, this is not an opportunity. Like, okay, so let me put the stakes here. Like, he's still surrounded by like his best bros. Like, the ability, like, you're not gonna strike at him. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just so you know,
I was just gonna
that's
take
off
some
the table
horses on
here.
the way out. Like,
oh yeah, if you want to fucking sneak off with some horses, okay, yeah, sure.
That's like, it's like, when I say I'll get paid, it means I'm not leaving here empty-handed. And I'm not saying that part out loud. I'll say that in Gareth is like, as soon as I'm dismissed, he's going to ride off, but he's going to ride off to the stables and like grab as many horses as he can and get the fuck out of there.
Okay. I think you also have to get Cernista.
Yeah. So like, I'm wondering.
No, you don't. Technically not. She's like kind of wounded. She's technically fair game, but you don't know if this guy's going to retaliate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the dramatic question. You're getting away with the horses. Like, that's cool and poetic. The question here, though, is like, what do you do with Cernesta to me?
Cernesta's going to have a hard ride. I'm going to take her with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like kind of the white lie here is needed the horses to transport wounded
Yeah, that's
back.
what I mean. Like,
I was dismissed.
Yeah,
like, you didn't tell me not to take horses.
You don't have to lie to anybody. Like, everyone at the camp is either drunk or wounded. Everyone's currently sacking the town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's hardly anybody here, and if they are, they're like asleep or just like, because obviously everything to get is over there.
Yeah.
Right? Or they're guarding prisoners, which aren't here, so you're good as well. Wow. Hold on.
Otter goblins. Little otter goblins. Love them. My dog has learned whenever I say hello, it means I'm answering the door for like delivery food.
Right.
The quarantine has trained my dog to know when like I have a answering the door for delivery voice.
Oh god.
He's fucking erupts.
I mean, technically we were pretty close to Pembroke. You would have corgis around here. Anyways.
Don't you dare. Don't dangle that in front of me. Yeah. So, and to explain it a little bit, for Gareth, that is a clear obligation, right?
Yeah.
He is not one of this guy's sworn knights.
Yeah.
And for this guy to ask
But
him
he
to
thinks you are.
perform, right? Well,
Right.
That's
Like,
that's
remember, like,
yeah.
the prince came here being like, we seek an alliance.
Mhm.
You know, send knights. We won't attack you while you're doing this. Right. Show a sign of loyalty. And remember, like, what the rumors were saying, like, beforehand, you know, it's better bow to the Cornish knight than kneel to a Saxon king, kind of thing, right? Like, that's how kind of people kind of see it, right?
Yeah. That's fine. But that's
right.
to explain Gareth's point of view. It's like
100%. I like your
yeah.
And I love it. All right. Give me roll a d3 for me.
3.
All right, I think this is the right one. A Sumpter. Wait, I don't have a proper macro for this. No? Okay, I never wrote the proper horse macro, so we're gonna do it this way. So you're getting a Sumpter, you're getting a mule.
God damn it.
And you're getting an unusual workhorse. Worth 60 denarii.
All right.
So I don't know what the stats for an unusual one is yet, but the point is that an unusual workhorse is typically special and something that could be chanceably bred for an additional kind of trait or something worth more.
Ooh. Yeah, like
so I don't have
working my way to, in the tech tree and working towards the Shire, right?
Yeah. That's barely a Libra. Yep. Well, it's a workhorse. Right. So unfortunately you weren't able to get any like great horse other than a Sumpter.
Any horse at this point,
but
I would ride a fucking Sumpter into battle if I had to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy it, but fuck, man.
Right. So this is what you were able to get out of the stables. Unfortunate, my dude. But wow. Holy hell. Yeah, right. So kings don't like being spoken to like they're your peers, by the way.
Sure.
So when you're saying like no, he doesn't, you know, to when a subordinate says no,
yeah, they're not used to hearing that.
Yeah, so he's not a big fan of it, and it's kind
understandable.
It's a little sour too. You're gonna deal with that in 500 during feasts, but that's not a problem for you.
I guess I'll put it as in the drop-down menu. What's a cart horse? Oh shit, those are dope.
All right.
Okay, they're not that dope.
So then you're gonna be able to ride home with Nista. Nista's gonna be able to heal up. We have to do like an aging test for Nista. Can you roll 2d6 for a major wound?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's some stat laws. Okay. I'll deal with that in the prep.
Sure.
Next time. But I'm just gonna say Nista's.
It's
not roll to 10. Yeah, I want you all to roll this stuff, aging stuff. Well, the point in here is that I think we're ready to go to the winter phase, but it's also 5:44. So I don't know about you all, if you're ready to spend about 45 minutes doing a winter phase, or if we should just hold off for next week. I'm open. I'm fine.
I'm up for either.
Yeah, I'd rather get it over with now, so next time we can just roll right into next year.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I was kind of hoping it, but also like 2 hours is what we agreed to, and I just wanted to.
It does not feel like 2 hours. It feels like we started 30 minutes ago.
Honest to God, I know.
It's true.
All right, y'all.
Quick question. Glory?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Glory for both of you. All right. Gareth. You'll be so for the Marauders of the Moorgrain, you'll be receiving 50 glory. For the
Marauders
siege,
of the Moorgrain.
Yeah.
50 glory. Boom.
For the siege, you're getting the minimum. You're getting 20.
Sense. Ilchester.
The siege of Ilchester, the capital. Oh, Kung Fu Fenris asks, we have players who cheer for the winter phase. Yes.
Nice.
We love our spreadsheets here.
It's what makes the game.
Very true.
All right. So misfortune this year was 11. Erwin.
I get any glory from the knight he defeated?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Of course. Your knight. You totally asked that, and I'm like, cool. Answered Garrett's question. Next one. Right. Yeah. You're 75.
Okay.
Knights of Siagrius are worth more. Right. Gareth, you fought a competent but hungry youngling. You know, a young buck that's not worth too much to you.
Yeah, defending my crown. It's not a big deal. It's not glorious.
And what what kind of horse was he on? Is that a courser or a tourney?
Courser. Yeah. So Siagrius are pretty decked out.
Right.
God damn it, Erwin.
Yep.
Just collecting horses like fucking Pokemon. I'm over here with my starter fucking.
Yeah, I still have my starter Rouncy, or my starter Palfrey and Rouncy.
Same. Palfrey is never gonna die.
All right. Winter phase.
I can name the mule Frayed.
I remember that.
Oh God.
Tax cam. I need to enlarge this. Medieval tax cam with a little recording. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I went to the solo, not winter phase. My bad. There we go. So experience rolls for this year. Often this is kind of a hard and fast rule, but typically when I'm asking you to do a skill challenge test or like a series of those types of things, like when you roll like Valorous plus whatever, or whatever plus whatever, and we're kind of measuring the skill challenge part of like the number of successes. If you succeed at either of those skills, you should check those skills.
Yeah.
It's a sort of concession for abstracting.
Ooh, my just went up. My pride did not. Come on, Valorous. No. I think that's it. That's all. All she wrote for me.
So again, if you're testing those sort of numbers, or that sort of like skill challenging thing, and you succeed at the skill, if you failed, tough luck. All right, cool. Erwin, got it. You got some stuff this year.
Yeah.
At least we just saw you get awareness.
Yeah, he got awareness. He crit on his sword. He's got some stuff. Yeah.
Good.
So first one, have a check.
Jesus.
Level 20 passion.
Just the level 20 passion.
Your love only grows.
I couldn't love you anymore. I just couldn't.
Challenge accepted.
Hey, that's kind of fair. You've been asked like this year several times for advice about love. Remember
that's
that?
true. Yeah, that the feast he did, and yes.
Does something?
Do you get glory for maxing out a passion?
No, I mean you get glory for the passion being above 16.
Sure.
But I'm just wondering if. I mean, this is obviously going to shape what I'm going to do next year, like in a good way. But like, I don't know. Did the funeral do something that bring you a little closer together too, or?
It possibly. I mean, it certainly stirred up feelings for Erwin because his first wife was taken too young, and now he's like, he's gonna hold on all the tighter, express his heart fully. Erwin's he's quite
and
he's a domestic man now. He likes his home.
You are definitely molding into a counselor leader position, right? Yeah. And it's very cool to see. It's also very cool how Gareth is just you just are slogging it in fights. Erwin, this is the second fight. You didn't take any damage, right?
No, he didn't take any damage.
Yeah, like
at the gatehouse, he came out unscratched. This one did. Very cool.
Incredible.
He hasn't really been laid out since that time he took an axe in the face.
Yeah. That's true. And that messed up your face pretty bad.
Speaking of incredible, your skill test rolls here have just been the opposite.
Right. These traits are that energetic is never going to increase.
No.
Worldly goes.
In fact, the rooster like lowered it and still never gotten it back. And fucking lazy rooster. I gotta bring that back. I gotta bring back the lazy rooster sometime.
Love it.
All right, those are great.
We also never resolved. Someone brought this up in YouTube comments, and I love it when you all leave comments. You mentioned, or someone mentioned, we never resolved the fate of your stones. Right?
Oh no, yeah, we never really did. The druids coming by and all that. I mean, I think we said we'd do it like a.
We can do that.
flashback or something,
Yeah, we'll do it next. Yeah, we'll do it next session in the winter, basically, right? Where
like
it's
a
still kind
solstice
of
scene or something.
exactly. All right. So let me add that to my notes as well. So we
They're
don't
like,
worry
oh,
about
you
it.
got that crit.
We
Don't
will
worry
resolve
about
it.
the rest of them.
Next year 500.
Man. All right, I'll take the trait. All right, so my worldly increased and my love of pretty great increased.
Yeah.
Everything else. Erwin didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
Other than he loves his wife even more. Before.
I wrote in Erwin Stones. Okay.
Yeah.
Lady Jenna. I realized I still had Roderick there. He's got to be approaching.
Notes the nice thing about role playing games is that when an important or someone like just an important NPC or PC dies, we can still do flashbacks where they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
this is linear time anyway. You know?
yeah,
That's very cool.
Elaine is always around. At least in the past. Takes merely a memory to create them. How cool is that? Games. All right. We have finished our experience rolls, correct? Aging. You all are past 35.
We are now 36.
Aging tables. This is 5.2. Roll a 2d6. Number of attributes are affected by based on what you roll.
Oh,
An 11 is 3 attributes.
3 attributes.
I only have 1 attribute.
A 5 is 1. Correct. 3d6. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's bad.
Nothing.
2 strength and 1 con.
Yeah.
Colin just dodges aging like a guy.
You know what that is? It's like I would have lost something, but I've been on the campaign road like this whole fucking time. I'm doing deadlifts at camp. You know, I'm staying in shape. I'm gonna be a buff old man. That's what's happening.
It doesn't change my sword damage.
That's key.
But it does drop my major wound threshold.
Mm.
Sucks that you don't get anything beneficial from it, like this was against Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
Although you don't
it's a derived stat. It's your healing rate. You get your healing
Yeah.
rate. Every Sunday at noon, how much HP do you get back?
Oh, yes. All right.
All right.
Yeah, he's had a less.
Yeah, man. I really hope in 6th edition they say 5d6 is crucial. I don't know why I wrote like some of the editors. I don't know why I wrote 46 is a good amount of damage in the book.
You really need that 5.
It makes sense if you assume your opponent is going to miss more often than statistically they do in this game, right?
Yeah.
Or if there's a larger variety of kind of non-shield stuff, like
right
against Saxons, right? They often have great spears and great axes.
They use Dane axes, I think it's what they're called.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I learned the other day that the Hearthgnows are it means Hearthguard.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're like the elite guys.
Old Saxon words?
No, not that one.
You just don't do that.
I need to, apparently. Anyways. Yeah. Is the show Vikings like if this game was the Saxons coming in? I would also play this game as the Saxons.
No,
I feel like that would be really cool.
And here's the thing, because this came up in chat, obviously. So we are like immediately post-Roman. The 400s,
it's not
right?
even a century since Rome left.
Right. So we should not look sort of European yet. We should look mostly Roman in terms of style of clothing and style of armor. We're still, I mean, hell.
Oh, yeah.
The Roman legions left, but their equipment stayed behind for the most part for quite a while.
Right. But this is Pendragon.
Romano Celts.
So we're using that plus 10th century.
It's a mismatch. It's
aesthetically, right? Aesthetically, if we are in the literary tradition of Arthuriana, we're in the 11 to 1200s. So we are looking at Norman invasion of England. So we would look like French, and we'd be fighting not necessarily the Danes, but north of that Harold Hardrada and his ilk. So. Sorry,
no, it's good. No, I'm glad we bring it up. It's one of those good things to
there were no
ourselves.
stirrups in post-Roman Britain. Like there's just not. We're fighting with lances and spears, but it's not like the Norman couched lance standing in the saddle kind of thing.
Right. Like for our characters, that's what it is. But if we were to really go back, then we wouldn't have that. We would have the underslung rope. So it's not like we got nothing.
You're still fighting from horseback. Yeah. You're still shock cavalry.
So I need to learn Irish for several reasons. But apparently the words I was trying to say for like the Halloween kind of thing is pronounced Samhain, not Samhain, like a filthy American.
That sounds like something I've heard, but I don't even try to go Celtic or Gaelic.
I tried to, I mean, even
sorry.
Someone needs to tell me how to pronounce. I tried pronouncing it. What's the Gaelic word for prime minister? Because I can't say it. Anyways.
No idea. I barely know English.
I don't know.
Just to be honest.
It's a proud tradition of English speakers.
Right. I just barely
know
my version of English.
If you think that's bad, Welsh is worse. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Aging is done. Household member survival.
Okay.
Let's see.
I feel better now that most of the important people in my life are already dead.
Oh,
so I don't
sorry.
have to worry that much anymore.
Saintgard's got it right. Sorry, it's the president. Yeah, the prime minister appoints the president in Irish government, but that's not the word I got. Yeah, it's Tausig. Tausig is a Tausig. I don't know.
Skip over.
As long as it's not like a 1 or a 2 for most people, you're probably okay.
So at this point, I'm only rolling for Lady Grade. All the rest of my kids are either
they're in the safe zone
or blessed.
My mom is still chugging along. Anna de Woodford is. She was born. I don't have when she was born. I have it elsewhere. Was born in 440. So she's
seen some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. So she is 80, 90. She is 99.
No. She's 99?
No, I'm so fucking bad at math. Holy shit.
There's no way.
What?
She's like 60 something.
She was born in 440.
Yeah, and we're about to go into year 500. That's 60 years.
59.
59. That's like 90. Yeah, okay.
I am so fucking bad at math, y'all.
Wow. All right. We are done household member survivals.
Yep.
We go to the tax land.
A mule does 66 damage?
No.
I mean, not when you charge, but just like as an attack. Look on page 210. Like I don't like not like when you're riding it and with your lance or anything. I'm just
man, those things are vicious.
that's the Don Quixote strats.
Right.
Plus damage to windmills.
Wait, did I already roll for Quellis?
Yeah, it kicks. Uncle... Yeah, I think the answer is that it kicks, and they started it accordingly. But yeah, that's funny as hell. All right. So Jim, I asked you to do some stuff this year about the Beatles.
Yes. I don't remember what. I just was like, I'll take care of them. But I don't...
Yes. And now we're going into winter, and you haven't done anything about the Beatles.
Oh, I thought we did.
I feel like no. I told you you need to proactively do something about them. Wait, you did? Oh wait, no, you did. You did. I think you rolled stewardship and you got them or something. Like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, what am I kidding? I'm not trying to punish you for some shit I don't even remember. I'm so sorry, man. I thought, okay, we're good, dude. Yeah, you took it. You took care of it.
He was already pillaged.
Yeah, there were beetles in his hay that was going to reduce his lifestyle by one. Vine mites. What do I call them? It's a real thing. No, they're the things ladybugs eat, I think. Vine. Now it's important for me to look at my notes because I wrote down bugs in my notes. Maybe not. Oh well.
Yeah, all I have is beetle infestation. Fuck.
Yeah. I think they're weevils, sort of vine weevil. Anyways,
economic circumstances.
Economic circumstances. So everyone's base misfortune is 11. Erwin, you were pillaged, so your calamity has doubled it to 11. So you're currently sitting at a 22. You weren't rated. We have to deal with our peasants, miscellaneous, and then the final total. Gunnet, you were also unfortunately also pillaged. So can you roll me a d6, please, and add 6 to it?
Oops. Yikes, 11.
Okay, also an 11. So at least you're all at maintaining misfortune parity.
Yeah.
So you're both at 22 so far. The next thing to do will be to do our peasants. So Cholderton, Erwin, with the most glory, we defer to you first. So back to roll 20. I go to roll a justice event. An attractive and flirtatious widow, a farmer, an ownership of pig, and a murderer. Also a brother. Yo, it's the same widow. It's the necromancer you're blaming widow.
Same widow. I thought I asked Father Carradine to take care of her.
Maybe you did too much.
Maybe you did.
You're asking me to make... I'm a priest, not a miracle worker.
At least it's not. This is the third year in a row he hasn't come before. All right. Erwin's gonna go. He's taken a page from Gareth. He's got bigger things to worry about than peasants. He's just gonna
arbitrary.
Sort of just versus arbitrary.
No, I think test arbitrary, because this is your you get to choose the motive of just or arbitrary, but then you test. Okay,
that was arbitrary.
You can't help it. You gotta stick your fucking nose into it.
Fucking can't help it, Erwin. Jeez. All right.
You have to. You tried not to, but you're listening. You're invested. All right. So the next thing you need to do is you're going to be testing. So you're concerned for your commoners and stuff like that. It does not go up. But then you're going to test your current level for your commoners against your hatred of your commoners.
So my hatred is 0.
Is it really 0?
Huh?
Did your concern go down? The necromancer?
Yeah, remember they thought he was a necromancer and he was like, yeah, fine, I am. And they were like,
oh,
a necromancer would never say that.
Necromancer would never say that, yeah. And then it bumped up the love to 5. My concern was already 8. So that means it's a 13, right? Because it's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing it.
It's like just the right amount of derision and neglect, and it's easy sailing.
You can't. There you
go. A success. -5 to fate.
Oh, that should not have been 18. That's still would have rolled.
Colin, you're cool how we were doing it like one manner at a time, right?
I don't give a shit.
Okay, cool. Cool. So now final total misfortune of 17. A long time ago, we said we're gonna switch over and do like one misfortune roll for everyone, but since we're doing all the factors for each individual one, I don't know. I think it's fine rolling the separate ones. It's whatever.
I don't know how much time we'd save by doing one
It's
for
not
everyone,
really. It's not really time. It was more that it just kind of made sense. Because it's like, you know, the misfortune represents sort of the season and the dryness and, you know, the weather of everything. But all things considered, I got a 7. What's your stewardship?
Let's see. Stewardship. Great. One as well.
A tie. I believe a straight tie. You both succeed. On a win or a tie, it's a regular, so you're gonna earn normal levels. In fact, the Saxons didn't come for a tribute, so you don't have to pay tribute. So you're actually living normal this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't get any. It was just the
and
Prince Mark.
Exactly, and Prince Mark was like, we're an alliance. I'm not asking for tribute.
Yeah,
I'm asking for knights.
That
everyone was like,
yeah, good. This is good. And Pitt, you know, play this up to the other knights. Be like, hey, we formed the alliance, and suddenly the Confederation of the Born.
There you go. We fought off Siagrius.
Why didn't the Saxons slap around their weight? Is a question. It's an outstanding question
for next year.
That
Gareth,
is
not this year, Gareth. Kick the can down the road. That's what I've learned from this game.
Welcome to nobility. You don't have to solve the problems. You just have to delay them long enough for it to be your kid's problem.
Just gonna be how it is.
He's 20, man.
All right. We're doing economic circumstances still. Okay, so we have done that part. We have finished the tribute. So stewardship roll result was a success. Your lifestyle result is normal. Your starting treasury is 15. Are you going to live normally? Or
yeah.
Cool. Your expenses are 0. Your final lifestyle cost is 0. Oh, these should be canceling each other out. Is this not a VLOOKUP? Oh, this is why I didn't do it. There we go. Are these not VLOOKUPing? There we go. There we go. Now my math works. I automate sheets for no reason. And then I forget that I do when I start doing it manually. All right, sorry. Improvement expenses. Last year was 3. This year should also be 3. Improvement income. Oops, I went to the wrong side. So you have several things to do. Looking over, okay. You have your apiary plus your dovecote. All that stuff.
Apiary gives me 2. Dovecote gives me 2. That's it for income.
Nice, 4. Other manor income. I
don't think he has anything.
That would Nista. It would be up to Nista's roll.
Oh yeah.
And because you succeeded, Nista kind of auto succeeds because of that stone.
Yeah.
So you're getting 1 from them. Miscellaneous income. You get the base 1 for you got a normal lifestyle from your lifestyle result, which means you get that extra $1. That's sort of like supposed to be your spending money.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Money.
Your expenses for the year. Your improvements have a 2 upkeep, right? 1 for each.
Mm-hmm.
And then did you spend anything else on anything this year?
He didn't, but he also has an extra 1 upkeep from the Palisade, Mountain Bailey.
Oh, so that's $3 for expenses. But you didn't give any money out or anything like that. Didn't donate anything to charity.
No, he's been pretty stingy. He's got like a bunch of kids who are going to need to be outfit and married, dowries and shit.
Big brains. Very, very large brain. Cool. You've made a net of $3 this year, including the horse. So pretty good. So that's 18. Yeah. Final lifestyle for you, $18. $18. Okay. Living normal.
is how expensive is it to repair that armor?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. That should go in an expense. It should be $2. The upkeep, the cost for a knight should be or like to pay someone like brand new stuff. Like if you were a liege, giving something is about $2. And so it should be one. It's half because you're just gonna repair it.
Yeah, repairing. Okay, I'll spend that
one.
then.
So it's 17. 17
Okay.
total. Yeah, and you have a new set of armor.
All right, so that season goes from 15 to 17.
Yeah. Your manor kind of covers your own upkeep for your own armor.
Yeah, I figured that's what the.
Yeah. Colin.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you were still pillaged. So you were sitting here at 22. We do your peasants now. For Winterborn Gunnet. All right, Gareth, let's get ready to rumble. Justice event for you. A farmer, a peddler, an ownership of a cow, a horse thief, and a grandfather. This sounds like a Guy Ritchie joke. It's like,
Yeah.
what do you get when you cross a farmer, a peddler, an ownership of a cow, a horse? Okay. Anyways, and
Love
it's
it.
like like the smash cuts between them all. And
Sure.
and
This is probably
a great
like
thief. This is a great heist movie.
this is probably a really dry issue about like, okay, well, I had this handshake agreement with your grandfather who would give me the cow on his death, but like you're not honoring that. It's like, well, yeah, my grandfather never fucking mentioned anything like that. And Gareth is gonna try his best to untangle that little knot.
Justice.
Fails
No.
to do so. It is but he said, she said bullshit.
This is the toughest part, so no raise or changing to your concern for this year. Roll your concern minus your 8. Concern commoner minus hatred landlord. You passed. Solid. Very good.
I keep passing, and that's been like a 9 forever. It's never been good, and I keep passing it.
That's all you need.
It's true.
No miscellaneous decreases, so you're also at a 17. So we're rolling your sub. Stewardship test against misfortune.
Stewardship.
I literally fumbled.
I succeed.
Okay. So that means a fumble versus a success is excellent. You can live richly this year.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
Gareth
Awesome.
is wearing
you
the
can make
black.
money that way then.
Yeah,
So-
Gareth is wearing black. Because at this point his kids are gone, right? His kids are out of the house. It's his mother is being taken care of over in Woodford or at the city house. It's just Gareth, and Gareth can't bring it himself to enjoy the good life anymore.
So you're gonna live normally though?
Yeah. If there weren't mechanical penalties to living poor, I'd live poor.
Understood. So you actually will be gaining $4.
Perfect. So with repairing all my stuff, that means I only lose $3 to repair my manor assets.
No.
No, never mind. He's over here in my dog.
Oh, okay. So
Sounds right.
remember, repairing things is considered construction, and you can only do one construction project per year, unless you want to pay 1.5 times the price.
I do know.
So you can only repair one each year.
Okay, then I'm gonna repeal the Bailey first. It doesn't
Okay.
give me any money, but in this day
Yeah.
and age,
Hey, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So improvement expenses is still going to be 3. I think the fair and hold on. So we're on the same page. So basically, you have 2 improvements that normally give you money.
Yeah.
You're getting the money, and they're basically operating at full capacity for this year. Starting next year, you get dumped on.
Yeah, so
But you have to start kind of repairing in the winter for the next year, like for what it's
I
worth.
have 4 assets, right? I have my Dovecote apiary, the tax on the ferry, which isn't.
No, your ferry's gone, dude.
Oh right, yeah. The
Your ferry was destroyed.
Okay.
A couple years ago.
Fuck. Yeah. Okay. That sucks.
So from your current, so it doesn't cost you anything to upkeep it because it's gone. But
All right,
basically,
yeah,
so
so-
basically going forward, if this was like a video game, they're like gray and like disabled, right? And you have to
Okay.
like spend the money to repair them, right?
Yep.
So they're gonna sit here and they're gonna cost against like your upkeep because you still got to keep them around, but they're not gonna
Yeah.
give you anything.
Okay.
Or they're giving you half starting next year. All of them give you half their normal value, while it's costing the same amount of upkeep. I think originally I said that they're going to cost half upkeep, but thinking about it now, I think they should cost full. Your incentive.
No, I follow that.
Okay, cool. All right, but you do get full improvement income because you're like literally like through the year, right? Your bees have already made their honey. It makes no sense that. Well, technically, it would be been burned, but it already been jarred. You're fine. I'm like walking back already what I just said. You're getting the money. Roll your fucking.
Sounds good.
Roll your apiary.
Apiary 1d2. Honey is bitter.
2 plus what? That's it. No, you just get your dove coat will give you 2. So 3. Other manorial income. Also 3. No. Roll stewardship at 15.
Success.
Okay. Yes, you do get 3. I'm thinking of our boy who passed away.
Moriad?
Yeah, Moriad. So you miscellaneous income. You got those horses. You're not getting your normal pay. As far as expenses go, you paid out for a funeral.
Yes.
10, right?
Yeah, I already subtracted that.
Yeah, well, I haven't subtracted it yet.
Okay. I also want to spend 5 to fix my Bailey.
Okay.
For this year.
Got it. So that leaves you at 29.
Okay. I still managed to make 9 for the year. Love it.
Nice. Yeah. Exactly. Good stuff. No, we didn't do. Hey, sorry, Jim. Your wife's stewardship for industry.
Yeah.
No. Okay. That would have been for an extra $1. You're good. Okay. All right. Then we have our incomes for next year. We have those building plans done. I believe that takes us out of the economic circumstances. Stable rolls.
Stable rolls. The roughest part for me.
On a 1. Modified by the age.
This is the big one. Leggett. I have a -6 to that, so I rolled a 3.
You're okay.
Okay. Okay. Cuthbert is fine, but oh no, he doesn't need to roll because he is. No, he is now 7 years old.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, good.
Versus I just got. It's fine. Fine, and finally, the unusual horse is fine. Okay.
You got a young horse, Jim. The one you just got.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally 1. So you have the full. Yeah. You get 6 years before you get penalties.
What about my horses?
Oh, yes. Ages for them.
Beetle Boy, my Sumpter.
Sumter, baby. It's 1. Also fresh. Other one's 7. I think your mule is 7 years old. And then your unusual workhorse is 3.
Freeze.
Okay.
I should probably roll this up rather than a D8 to like a D12. It's like you 12-year-old horse.
That's
Just for the humor. I'm gonna honor the rolls as are right now, but I think going forward, I think actually having an age for the horse at like D12 would be pretty funny.
that's
All right,
hilarious.
so Jupiter is fun.
I do appreciate our transition to the Anarchy winter phase style, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
This raiding and capturing of horses and the care about this more than like do I have an 8 BRA or not is honestly where I think this game thrives a little more.
Yeah, because like when we started, it was kind of vanity projects.
Like,
You know?
if this was Arthurian era, it makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah. Like my kids are going to be arguing about where to put a fucking fountain. Right?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
I'm worrying about whether or not I'm going to have a horse to ride.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have literally buried some incredible treasure in the dirt because I can't fucking do anything with it. And I can't display it because then people will steal it.
All right, so my palfrey finally goes. My Rouncy, 13 years old, still kicking.
Rest in peace, Palfrey.
Oh, Julianus. You old Julianus.
This
He
is
ate some of that weevil infested.
it's like we couldn't get him to stop. No matter where we
Stop
put
eating.
wherever we put the bad hay, he'd go for
He
it.
just keeps going for it.
Like my cat eating plastic.
Ugh. Back down to 3.
Well, one Julianus was killed this year.
One Julianus. Killed. Oh my god.
Did Crash? You did call it, buddy. Oh man. Honestly, this game is very enjoyable. It is triply enjoyable in my heart of hearts here, having chat to follow along and have our references with us and call out shit too. Honestly, it's very enjoyable. Thank you all. This is great. Oh, I don't think anyone is wishing to get married and dealing with childbirth either.
I'm gonna roll chase. I don't know if Gareth would take a lover.
Okay.
But
yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, cool. I like it. We have household member improvement. On my own time, I'm going to need to do household member events, NPCs.
Okay, so
What's
up?
Aiden is now 18. The son of Sir Moria.
Yeah. We get to have a housing. I mean, I assume it's gonna be the time for him to be knighted, and you're going to give him the manor.
Yeah, that's
Assuming.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Brethric. Is the one. He's his lord. What do you call a knight that sits above a squire? Liege? Not liege. That's wrong.
Wait, what? Who's Bjorthric?
Bjorthric is long black hair. He's one of your household knights, Gareth.
Is who Aiden is squired to.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just squired to him. I don't think there's a specific title for that.
Sire.
Thank
you.
Yeah. The thing that's been rattling around in my head is what to do with Aiden. There was an impulse to marry him off to Glessig, but the Glessig is not even really in age range to think about that. I think we'll need to find Aiden a wife far before Glessig comes of age.
Technically speaking, in terms of feudalism, what's Moriad's son again's name? What's Aiden?
Aiden.
Aiden, thank you. Aiden was never swore to Lady Jenna.
Yeah, because he's not knighted.
Yeah,
So
he's
he
not
wouldn't-
knighted. I mean, he's just kind of like he was kind of just de facto squired as like because nothing else to do.
Yeah,
Because he was already mostly trained to another lord to the north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Technically, like he has that vow, but that doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything. Those kings are dead.
His father's vow doesn't pass to him.
I know, that's
right?
what I'm saying. That he's technically nobody.
Yeah, it's like any squire.
Yeah, but he also doesn't have a family. He doesn't, and his family, parentheses, doesn't owe any fealty to Lady Jenna. He's a mercenary knight. He's not even a knight. He's just a mercenary.
Why do you think I had him living at Winterborn Gunna after?
I know.
Pendragon?
I'm sorry. I didn't make the connection. That I forgot that he never swore to Lady Jenna. That he's literally nobody.
Yeah. I've been trying to think of how I'm keeping the kid in the family under the banner, because I don't want to have to worry about like finding a new family to enfeef or something.
I think it's pretty standard that Lady Jenna or like what's his name, the seneschal, like he would ask you to swear fealty to him as well as you, right? Like in terms of the hierarchies, if you're getting a manor on Salisbury's lands. Technically it's not true, you don't have to do it, but I feel like that's probably what's going to happen, right? Like you swear to fealties, but he owes homage to you, Gareth.
Yeah, it was my manor.
Yeah, like, but he will be sworn to Lady Jenna as well. But but homage goes to you. He pays his taxes to you, and then you pay the taxes up. Is how that
right? Yeah,
but he's still in the succession to you. Like, and it's connected. It's not. It doesn't stop at you. It's like the question.
Correct.
That's the part I want to. No, it could theoretically it could stop at there. But I think for purposes of Salisbury's going to require you to do it, or at least some power faction of Salisbury's going to require you to do it, or maybe not. I don't know. Nah, Lady Jenna would definitely require. Lady Jenna's smart. She needs knights.
Oh yeah, I mean the council wouldn't let her not. Yeah. They're not. They don't. They want everyone sworn to her. They want to.
I'm sorry. I'm getting excited looking at my notes and thinking about prepping this. I'm getting distracted here. We're rolling household member improvements. Did we finish?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any important notes for the chat or anybody?
No. Training.
One of my household knights, their sword went up. Kibno.
Yeah, Kibno.
There you go.
Shout out to Kibno.
Dope.
Long-term NPC now.
Is shadowy NPC. Literally overshadowed by his older brother.
Training and practice and calculating glory.
Yeah.
5 points to any skills. 1 point to any skill. Increase in attribute trait or passion. Just you can't improve your size. Again, I don't think you need my help or suggestions, but I think raising attributes right now as a buffer against old age is never a bad thing.
What I'm doing. Strength.
Because
I'm
skills.
Deadlifting all day.
Yeah. No.
I don't know yet, because I was really wanting to get some more. Really hoping not to cap off my C. And not C. Let me play around with how much.
Calculate glory. I didn't really gain that much glory, all told. I'm little below 5,500.
The battle, the pillage there. Do we earn glory for the rounds for that? Or does that qualify as a small battle?
I gave you glory for it.
You get glory for the night, but not for like the rounds of it, for like per round of combat. Like, does it qualify as a small
age
battle?
35 where no attributes can go up? Oh, no attribute increases after age 35. That's literally there.
Oh, the exception is when we cross the 1,000.
The glory threshold.
Right,
Yeah.
that's when we can break that rule. So I can't raise strength yet.
Understood. All right. I'm sorry. Did you earn extra glory from the rounds for the battle? No.
Okay. It was okay. That's what I was curious about.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was a
No,
small battle.
I wrapped that all together.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna go skills, and I'll do
Teacher.
3.
I think I'm going to increase my modesty.
It's like saying teacher.
No, I'm increasing just. And that's to represent that moment where I told off the king. You're like,
Yeah.
this isn't right. This isn't law. This isn't what I'm here for. No.
Not sure. Hold on. Is that? Yeah, you're right. I remember there were a couple times in the past we were wondering what test it should have been, and I realized that forgiving versus vengeful is an axis of traits we have not tested a lot, and they've kind of actually been relevant.
Yeah.
That's my right. Like in retrospect, I can't name anything off the top of my head, but that's certainly come up, right?
I gotcha. Yep. Break the cycle or keep the cycle.
Right.
So,
and I'm really surprised, given all the love of our themes, that I've not included that yet with myself. Mostly because I literally forgot about that dualism.
well, we're not going to have much time now. The game's almost over.
Yeah.
You know, the campaign, we're wrapping
Can't believe
up
we've been playing
in,
for 80
next
years.
session, I think.
Yeah, 80 years, right?
Yeah. See, I increased courtesy to 15 and then bumped up my hunting.
Nice. You all don't forget the glory for the chivalric bonuses. That stuff's some good stuff if you're thinking about goals of what you want to strive for. If you can.
Hold on. The chivalry bonus is 96, right?
Yeah,
Not
it's
80.
5, correct, because it's
okay.
the 6 stats to 18 or
I'm
whatever.
at
6 stats to
81.
16.
I'm at 81. I'm getting there.
The 80 was a mistype by Stafford. That's been known.
It is known.
Because it was calculating 5 stats at 16 instead of 6. And you should be getting up there and feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Erwin's at 77. I haven't really raised any of his traits.
Yeah. It's like literally +3 armor and extra glory. I think
It's
you gain
100
wings.
glory a year. 100 glory a year.
Yeah.
And the 3 armor, let's not
That's
pass over that. Jesus.
Yeah.
3 armor is half of a shield.
Awesome. Now we just glory math it out and then we're done.
Yeah, I'm at 5,420.
I'm at 57 or 5,700 dead even.
Damn it, Jim.
Y'all are the race. Man, I gotta get your glory numbers on screen. That's incredible.
Dead even. Yeah,
I've never gotten close.
I've cleaned up on the feasts last year. I had like
Good.
170 from the feasts, 75 from the battle. It was a good year.
We did do house survivor rules already. Early on, we don't have that many to roll because most of our kids now are locked into survival schools.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't have that many to roll for. It's really easy to miss reaction.
I literally only had 3.
Yeah,
I rolled for 3.
We just
And actually, I think I only need to roll for 2 of them.
I just rolled 1 because I like danger.
It's you, Wayne.
Yeah, I don't know how old Lady Great is, but I'm assuming she's still.
Oh, I can tell you. If I lost my. Apparently, I probably have like 7 different Chrome windows with 7 different tabs of Pendragon and Stream NPC Tracker open. Where is she? Lady Grade. There. Zoom over. She's 29. Bound to be
30 next.
No, I'm sorry. She is 30. I never raised her age from last year from 498 to 499. So she's technically 30. When I go to 500, it'd be 31.
Yeah, they've been married 10 years.
Yeah, I have to age everyone up twice. Amazing. Oh, it's a 10-year anniversary, and you
It
made your
is, it's
passion
their
to
10 year.
20. Congratulations.
Yay.
God, man. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the kid. I'm gonna make a note here. I want to bring the kids back in. Bring the kids in.
Yeah, because Gorthrin has 2 more years before he's Squire. Squire at 16.
Yeah, 15. Squire 15.
15. Next year he'll be Squired.
Yeah, and God,
Mine are 12. My
Aizwin,
kids are
yeah,
12.
dude, loving it.
Yeah.
I'll bring them into the Easter feast next year, incorporating them more, right? It's like they're no longer little Schwitz, you know. They're actually teens. They're young teens now, or about to be. They have their own personalities, their own things. We've done what you can to raise them, and now you know it's off the launch pad. You know that's their lives are moving now.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Not as terrifying as horse survivor roles though.
Horse, no God.
Nothing is more scary.
Yeah, you know, I didn't mean to gloss it. You know, I had the Lady Elaine die, but I don't want to detract from your horse dying. Like that is that is a huge.
Listen, he had those 2 prime horses.
You can make more kids. You can't get new ones.
You just can't. Listen, it costs nothing to have another kid. It costs like 20 Libra to get it.
Oh, Pendragon. All right, y'all. All right, good stuff. I think that will call it for us. Again, thanks for indulging us going long tonight to finish up the Manor winter stuff, so we can go fresh. Part 1, 500 next session. Colin, short outros.
Hi, I'm Colin, Mr. Cool Guy. Love me.
Here you go. You heard it. So you heard it straight from the camel's mouth.
There you go.
Colin. Now, you did mention how much you tweet about miniature naval games.
Yeah. What about it?
And where can people find you? Isn't it Colin It Like I See, where you could maybe see him playing Black Seas?
No.
No? Okay. It's a myth. Apparently it's a myth.
Colin It Like I See is my Twitter. Just follow me there.
Colin plays solo war games sometimes and tweets the threads, and he's goddamn so funny. And it's really good. All right, Jim.
All right, yeah. I'm Jim, and you can check me out over on our YouTube channel. That's about it, really. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. And I'm Eric. You can find me EricVulgaris. I play Sunfall Cycle on Jesse Cox's channel. I'm also playing Oath of Endosteel, and this last weekend's episode was fucking incredible, which is the Pendragon Battletech game, and it was like one of the best sessions I've ever had as a player in any game, to be honest with you. It was very, very cool to see. So if you like this stuff and you don't mind going to the future of nobility and stuff and dealing with battle mechs, then that is certainly the show for you. But the last thing I want to say is I'm going to just be contemplating whether or not I want to buy a Norman period helmet off a website. That's what I'm deciding whether I want to do. So let me know if you have thoughts or opinions on it. With that, we're out of here. Thank you all so much. You guys are great. And yeah, we'll see you all next week.